I'm Nina Gerber, and I'm here to talk about my acoustic guitar on stage performing rig. Starting out with the most important thing is a guitar. This is a Froggy Bottom guitar built in Vermont, and it's their jumbo model. Of course, I don't know the exact model number, but you can tell it's jumbo. I have the Highlander IP2 pickup system. I've got a saddle pickup here and an internal microphone clipped to the back brace there. And they're wired, and they have a stereo out, and they comes out the end pin. And then we're connected to a Pendulum Preamp, the stereo preamp, SPS-1, I believe. This module here goes from the guitar to the preamp, and I don't know if you can see, it's got a balance knob, so you can balance a little bit between the pickup and the mic, and it has volume control. And this goes into the back of the preamp and splits the signal, so I wind up with a separate EQ channel for the pickup and for the microphone. And I've got a 3-band parametric EQ for each channel. So I kind of treat the sound the way I need to here, and then I'll send 2 separate lines to the house system so that the sound guy can mix the 2 signals together so that it sounds like a big, awesome acoustic guitar, only loud. And then when it comes through the monitors, what I can do by sending him to the 2 separate lines is he can send me usually more pickup in the monitor, a little bit of microphone so that it sounds more natural, but I probably get a little bit more pickup in the monitor so I don't have to worry about feedback problems. Also, for my own monitoring system, I have an AER amp, and I take just the pickup monitor out of the Pendulum preamp and go into the AER so that just what's coming out of here is just my pickup, my guitar, nobody else in the way. If I'm not getting enough of my guitar in the front monitors, I'm able to fill up the sound I need with the AER amp. And then I do have an old Rocktron Intellifex effects unit that basically I'm just using reverb on it, and every once in a while I'll put a little bit of chorus on it to kind of fatten things up, or if we're out of tune then the chorus helps a little bit. What else we got? So what's important for me, the Pendulum preamp, I think is I mean, it's just a high-end, high-dollar piece of gear. It's the best preamp that I've found so far, where you don't really hear the sound get cheapened or treated differently once you go into the preamp. And it has a great parametric EQ for each channel, and that way I can dial out. The pickup tends to be kind of boingy sounding, and what I've found is if you kind of take around 700 hertz and yank that out a lot, then it takes away the boing factor a little bit, and it starts sounding a little bit more natural. And then the microphone channel, microphones can always be a problem with feedback, so you want to have a good amount of EQ available to try to work with that if you need to. In my opinion, the microphone is what's going to make the guitar sound as natural as possible, so I'm going to try to lead with the mic. In the house mix, I always try to get maybe at least 70% microphone as opposed to the pickup. Pickup kind of gives it that a little bit of edge and drive, a little bit more sustain, which is really nice to have, especially on more bluesy songs and stuff. But the microphone is what gives it the quality of, the wooden quality of the guitar, and you get the air, and you get all the natural elements that make it sound like an acoustic guitar instead of funky sounding acoustic guitar. Another EQ thing to think about is the microphone tends to get kind of bassy sometimes, a little boomy sounding. And so that's the frequency I might mess with a fair amount, depending on the room, how big it is, how live the room is. I'll kind of tweak, usually between like 100 and 160 is a good place to kind of turn down a little bit. It varies from guitar to guitar, but that's a frequency to kind of pay attention to if things get a little bit too boomy. And things can get kind of high-endy and harsh on the pickup as well, so you want to kind of roll off some of the higher frequencies of that. But that's about it. And it's not rocket science. It's just, good equipment. So we're in the AG Studios, and we'll see if it sounds as good as I'm saying it does.